welcome to the Loop Marketplace. I'm so excited. We're actually spending the whole evening shopping. We are buying Kenya to build Kenya. And for some reason, all the vendors are women.
No, which is a good thing. I mean, you know, women definitely have borne one of the biggest brands for this COVID-19 pandemic. And women are just more industrious than guys.
We are just fantastic. Why lie?
Fantastic. So why not focus on them? But you know, also the conversation has always been around, many people want to support Kenyan entrepreneurs and, you know, people in the business sector in Kenya. But, you know, a lot of people are like, these things are so expensive.
You don't know where to find them.
I don't know where to find them. And then, you know, there are all these issues around quality and issues around service, and then issue around, you know, can I really trust this product? And so what we're trying to do here on the show is to let you know that there's an opportunity for you to buy Kenya, support Kenyan, whether they're creatives, whether they're entrepreneurs, but we have an opportunity to build this country by ourselves.
And also start looking fantastic. I feel very plain. You see, I don't even have a necklace on, so I'm going shopping while you're chatting.
Okay, no, well, let's go shopping.
Now,
you said this is the thing.
Okay, let's go shopping together,
yes,
Michael.
Yes, let's go. Shall we begin here with the lovely Terry-Ann?
Actually, I wanted to start here with makeup. I know why you stopped there. I know why you stopped there.
All right, let's start there. First, so ladies, is there makeup for men, first of all? That's what I want to know.
So this is Nelly,
yes,
and you're the owner of, what is your business called actually?
Beauty by Nelly.
Okay,
yes,
and you're a makeup artist?
I'm a makeup artist.
You do events like Dadasphere, this is how I know her, Kidogo
yes,
Kemenyano. And Pesh, you guys have done my face so many times.
Yes.
So people struggle with eyebrows. Let's use Mike's face as an example.
First of all, my eyebrows are on flicks. You can see like...
You have eyebrows.
On fleek.
You do have eyebrows.
I do have nice eyebrows,
yes,
don't I?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, there are bits there. I'm short-sighted. Does it really have a lot of eyebrows?
Okay, they're not like bushy, but they're actually there. Like you can see there's formation
right?
there. Yes.
Okay,
yes,
okay. You haven't done anything to your eyebrows?
No. Yes.
So what are the key pointers? Maybe you should stand here.
Yes.
What are the key pointers to doing eyebrows well before we meet the other ladies? Then we'll leave you with her and then we'll move on. Yeah.
So with eyebrows, it's usually very easy because not every woman has perfect eyebrows.
I'll confess, you know
yes,
my face. I have zero. I'm bald.
we basically reconstruct your
Yes,
whole eyebrow
basically.
situation.
Yes.
But who decides what a perfect eyebrow is? Like, what's the definition of that?
Some hair and they act nicely.
Okay.
That's perfect.
So like
eyebrows.
yours, like
Okay, these ones are drawn right now.
Right.
I'm also like somehow in Valentine situation, but not so much. I have at least some hair. But like hers are perfect because she's currently like threaded her eyebrows.
You know the reason why I'm asking this is because women will come and tell their men that I'm going to the salon and I need 5,000 bob to go and do what. So this is for the benefit of the men who are watching.
Yes.
So that when she comes back home, you can actually tell there's
nothing happened here.
There's nothing there. They were not act. Yes.
But then again, there's the new technique of microblading where she'll spend 20,000 on her eyebrows, not just 5,000.
Oh, and they last for a while.
Yes, for at least 2 years before you actually redo them. So you save up. Yes, but the traditional way of doing eyebrows is basically using a pencil and some concealer to just reconstruct what you wanted to be there.
And there has to be something there.
Let me ask you some technical questions. So how do you decide that the eyebrow starts here, for example, and not closer? Like how do you pick that starting off point?
It's based on your eye size.
If
you have big eyes,
you
can't have big eyebrows too.
So what are big eyes? Now how do I know?
Round eyes. There's round eyes, there's cat eyes.
So mine are a bit like this.
Yours are more round, so you can have that size of eyebrow, which is medium, not big.
And then how close do they come together?
How close? They cannot pass the
nose.
Yes.
So can you show us with a pencil? Like, so for the person at home, they're like, this pencil should be here.
Yes.
The art should be here.
Yes.
Then it should end where? Because sometimes we see people, men are too...
or it's gone all the way straight.
Yes, or it's too thin.
Yes.
Or if it's too close, you look like you're upset. Like this.
Like it's a unibrow.
You know? Yes.
And there's one called Gostoka. The one that has
they're like
you look like you're permanently shocked.
Surprised. So how do we avoid that?
So to avoid that, first of all, there's just the way naturally your brows are. Like her brows won't be your brows. So like you follow the natural flow of the brow. So like for her eyebrows, it starts here. So you can't start here, definitely.
Okay.
Because it's not there. So it starts here. That's where the first hair is. So you just follow that line, and then you just go with the way the eyebrow goes. Because most women make the mistake of putting it where it's not supposed to be. Like if you already have like formed eyebrows, just follow the flow if you want natural looking eyebrows. Rather than, these are her eyebrows, but she chooses to like go all the way up like that. Like, and then all this is covered up.
See, that totally confuses me. Like, you know, you're working with what you don't have.
Yes,
and so,
thank you.
Yes, you're just creating a spectacle of yourself, so to speak.
Can we have fun with your face, Pesh? Yeah. Can we have a fantastic eyebrow and then eyebrow gone wrong on the other side? Like what not to do on the other side.
Yes.
And then while you guys are doing that, we're going to visit the shiny stuff from Zanta.
All right.
Okay. Well, you Pesh.
It's okay.
Okay.
Now yours, I couldn't wait to get here, and thanks for the belt. Otherwise, my jumpsuit was looking so.
Oh, this is from her.
You know, I was looking quite boring and just a long purple stick.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then, yes.
It happened.
So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Where are you based?
I'm based at the Village Market, opposite Carrefour. The store name is Zanta Adede, the flagship brand, but I work with different brands. That is 9 other brands.
Oh.
So we actually capitalizing on cross-marketing.
So you're doing fashion.
Yes.
What else? Jewelry.
Clothes, jewelry, leather handbags. Yeah.
So it's a one-stop shop.
Yes.
But you're the boss.
No, I'm not the boss.
Are you being diplomatic? Because they're all CEOs.
No, really, it's very tough to work with different strong personalities who are all inventors. So you need to tone down and be on the same level, share ideas, do marketing as a team. So there is nothing like a boss. Yeah. We are a team. We are colleagues.
I like that. That's true leadership right there.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do you get this already made, or you're the ones who come up with the designs for it?
We do.
You come up with the designs.
This is all made in Kenya.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you've got a design team, and then you source the raw materials, and that happens.
Where do you even find the brass?
We have shops. We actually recycle used brass and horns to use to make this. Like this is
wait.
horn.
So when I'm tired of my old brass, I come say Zanta, let's remix.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
Very nice. Okay.
Yeah.
And so I can order. Like, can I call you and say, okay, look, I have this idea that I want something that looks, you know, that's on my neck, and it's got like 5 chains hanging down.
Whatever sails your boat, we will work with it.
So typically something like what Valentine is holding there.
This is the celeb necklace. I've seen this necklace on many beautiful necks.
How long would that, because let me tell you what's happening right now. There's somebody who's watching, and this is how men behave. Men buy gifts for women at the 11th hour. So there are those ones. There's going to be, it will be 24th of December.
Random.
The guy has not bought anything.
Zanta.
So they remember, I saw Zanta on TV.
Yeah.
How quick can you make something like that?
We actually have a 30% offer at the moment up to end of December.
Right.
So it would be ideal to just come and check it out before it runs out. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, me, I'm in heaven. I'm like,
what is
yourself.
Okay. She's being very typical. She's picking things without even asking how much they cost.
No, then you get to the register and you're like, damage.
No, she comes to the register and she's like, now you can pay.
But actually, what made you start jewelry? Like, where does the name Zanta come from? I was like, some people have names. Zanta Adede.
Zanta means
others
beautiful.
Are called
Adede is my grandfather.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Yes.
Okay. And then this concept, so you do jewelry.
Yeah.
What made you think, let me work with other creatives, like let's create like kind of a consortium of sorts? What made you, it's an interesting business model. Usually we think, let me save up, get my own shop, get my own space, do my own thing entirely.
Now, the first time I got space there was a pop-up, and then it was a month. Then the month went by, and we were supposed to leave. Then I get a call from the management, and would you be interested in a space that is empty? Then I called a few designers who I know I like their stuff. They're quite unique and premium.
Yes.
So we went and started. Then we stayed there for a few months. Then another opportunity came up. That was in February. And then COVID came in with us.
So you're thriving mid-COVID?
I don't know. It is 50-50 because people are not shopping. So we stayed for a whole 3 months without making any money. but still we stuck together. But I would really like to thank the MD of Village Market.
Okay.
He's actually held our hands and said, creatives, you're going to do this. You are moving, you're not going away.
Ah, nice.
And
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because you're an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
and definitely you've got other people that you work with, and you've got so many families and people that you support.
yes.
In the business environment that you're in, and specifically for your business,
Yeah.
how many people would you say you employ, or you give an opportunity to earn an income along the value chain?
It's quite, for my brand alone,
Yeah.
it is around 30.
Okay.
That is from the rider services, because we
Oh.
outsource.
Yeah.
From the rider services to the providers who, to the artists.
Right.
Yes.
It's a whole train. That is from my line alone.
Right.
So the rest also have like 10, 20, like that.
So it's actually an industry that supports quite a lot of people.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Do
So
you- do
you
you
see
get-
one shop
yeah,
and there's
exactly.
30 families.
Yeah, so you don't just
Yes.
see, you don't just see the proprietor and think she's cooling all the money
All the
herself.
money goes to Zanta's
Yeah.
pocket. It's actually,
You-
and that's actually why we wanted to do this show,
Yeah.
the Buy Kenya, Build Kenya, is because, yes, it's money in your pocket, but it
Yeah.
also really moves exactly.
I wouldn't be happy if I wake up today and an artist who works with me has slept hungry.
Yes.
It would really depress me.
Okay.
Is there something like
We need to talk to
yeah.
Terian.
No, yeah, wait. No, but I just find it so fascinating.
Yeah.
Is there anything like an association for people who are in this industry?
Like artisans,
yeah, like
jewelry
artisans,
makers.
like an association for that. Like, are you guys organized?
We have this Kenya Fashion Council at the
Right.
moment, but the different dockets in production. There's also a tailors association, by the way. And now I'm trying to figure out how we can work with the artists who do jewelry, so that we can have an association or a circle or a point where we can discuss what. Like, there's also the aspect of copying in this industry, which
Okay.
is quite interesting, because like somebody might see something here and tomorrow you'll find it at the market. So you have to keep reinventing the wheel. Every
Okay.
day you are on toes, and you have to be like that with the people you work with.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a creatives circle. Yes, it was started by a guy called Roy, I believe. But yes, it exists, so that you can borrow from the circle. So that might
Oh,
be
never heard of
something
it.
to
Yeah.
look into.
Yeah.
How okay, so before we speak with Terian, this event
Terian, who's been cooking in the kitchen.
Yes. because what Terian has done here is truly amazing, and I think we need to celebrate that as
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
But how when I'm looking at this, in my mind I'm just thinking of a European market,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking, how can I get this to Amsterdam, to Germany, to
good question, yeah.
a market? So have you thought about?
We actually cover most of Europe, mostly the French market is quite friendly to African stuff,
Nice.
and the American, and DHL has been perfect for us.
Oh.
They have subsidized costs for SABs,
Yes.
so you're able to ship within 3 days, it's there, so you don't really get pressure.
What?
Oh,
Yes,
that's brilliant.
and actually you don't
That's actually
pay.
faster than getting it to Kisumu.
Yes. And you
Sorry
track
to
it,
say,
you know
but
it is
isn't it?
in Amsterdam, it is in Schiphol, it is in Paris. You
Oh.
keep updates, you keep getting updates
Okay.
on where your parcel is.
So you're a global brand.
Yes.
Okay.
So are many other Kenyan ones.
Terian, what are you cooking? What
We are
have you?
also a global brand.
Okay. I love it.
So what is the brand, first of all? What's the name of the brand?
Can I stand? I mean, no
Yes,
one will tell
yes,
the
go ahead.
difference whether I stand or sit because I'm quite short.
Actually, I'm
since
used to
you're
you in
both
some
standing-
super high heels.
So this is Kiara.
Right.
We've actually recently changed the name from organics to botanicals because that will give us a lot to work with. So that's who we are. We are a manufacturer of skincare products. We like to think that we really create products for the modern woman, the modern guy, using African oils. As you can see, all of these are oils from Africa. Shea butter, we get ours from northern Uganda. We use a lot of aloe vera in our products as well. This is for
Okay.
babies. Coconut oil from Kenya, marula oil, which is actually indigenous to Africa.
Okay.
Kenya is one of the producers. Argan oil from Morocco, of course.
This I use on my skin, on my face.
Yeah, and it's actually for head to toe.
It's expensive. You can't just drop.
A little goes a long way.
It's quality. This is the thing. I mean, it's quality over quantity.
Okay, yes. And then this is great for your edges.
This is great for your edges, yes. And men as well.
Men have edges.
See here.
For hair. For your hair. Okay. And your beard as well.
Oh, really? Right. So I can use that on my beard?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so let me tell you, the truth of the matter is, not all beards are made equal, you know. It's true.
Some are sparse.
Some are sparse, some are patchy, some are just non-existent.
Some have wide open spaces.
And a man is defined by two things, you know. For men, size matters, you know, size of the wallet and size of your beard. No, it's true, it does. And so, so a lot of men have difficulty getting a beard to connect, or, you know, getting their beard, you know, well moisturized and that sort of thing. What would this product do?
Honestly, we don't perform miracles. So if you don't have a beard naturally, it will not grow. Okay. If you have a sparse beard, depending on why it is sparse, because sometimes hair growth, which is, you know, on your head or on your chin, will also depend on your health. It's so much more. But this will just help, you know, the moisturizing, making sure it looks good and clean and no flakes.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So it will not, you know, will not promise you that you'll get a.
I like that it's not perfumed. I like that it's not heavily perfumed. I don't like heavily perfumed things. I then like to choose my fragrance. Yeah, so it smells like natural but also clean, because sometimes natural is also funky.
Yeah, and also because we focus on the natural. So a lot of people who buy our products have children or babies with sensitive skin. So we
which is
try
why you
not
started,
to,
right?
Which is exactly where I started.
Okay.
Yeah. So my daughter still has eczema. There's no real cure for eczema, and everyone will try to tell you, oh, use this. So you only need to manage the downtime.
Okay.
So when there's no flare up, then you manage it using natural products. So a soap that doesn't have too much preservatives.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. There's no real cure for eczema. So we were introduced to shea butter by a doctor.
Okay.
And then I realized there's so many other mothers in my group or my circle who were facing the same thing. So I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I can start producing that for them, which is how Kiara was born.
You know, I think of you as Mama Biashara.
I am.
Like, this is Biashara 1, and then you're also in like advertising and PR, and and then of course we know you from TV as a business anchor. So I do think of you as Mama.
No,
but also Mama Pesa, not just you're not just working, you're not just busy, you're also like
How long has this been
So we started off in 2014, but formally launched in 2016.
Okay.
Yeah, and of course the business has gone through ups and downs. I guess the most profound year for me has been this year.
Yeah, how has this year been for you? Actually, I want to ask all you guys the same question.
It's actually been interesting because we then discovered online shopping, which, and for some months this year, we've actually sold more than we ever have.
Online? Okay.
Yeah, because people are bored in at home and
so you're fully, so you're not fully e-commerce, but it's now a substantial part of the business.
Actually, the bigger part of the business is now online.
And you're international, as you're saying. So you, like Zanta, you're shipping.
Yes.
Once you're online, you're a global brand, because anybody can see.
And one of the biggest challenges, and I'm sure Zanta will agree with me, is that freighters did not understand before. That, you know, you were shipping something this small, which would cost 3 times the price of the product.
Yeah, because they tell you minimum 5 kgs.
But now they're working in a completely different way, which works for us and it works for our buyers as well, no matter where they are in the world.
Okay. What would you say to somebody who's watching from home and saying, I found an idea to do something like that. What advice would you give to them? Because, you know, a lot of people glorify entrepreneurship. Like, I'm going to become my own boss. I've been at Ferrari. I'll be playing when my employees are working.
Almost instant, right?
When my employees are working, I'll be playing golf. I'll just be coming to sign checks and disappear. What's the reality about entrepreneurship?
It's hard to start with. And some people have the luxury of putting aside enough money to take care of them for 2 years, 3 years.
2-3 years.
Most people don't. So it's just first of all, pick something you're passionate about. So you'll wake up to do it, whether whether you're sad or, so if it's something you're passionate about, it's something you love to do, which makes a big difference if you're an entrepreneur. So, and I know that we're very me too business.
Yes,
so you'll
I'm
find
looking at Terry and I'm like, kisha butter inatoka wapi? Si hata
exactly.
mimi,
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
yes mix
So,
some things.
which is not good. I mean, if you go down many of the streets today, you'll find the same shops selling the same things next to each other. But so we need to start thinking differently about that. That would be my second advice. So don't copy somebody else. Find what you really want, or where there's a gap.
You're like a serial entrepreneur though. So what business do you, so there's Kiara Botanicals, then there's your ad agency.
Yeah.
It's an ad agency.
It's a communications agency.
Okay. So which one do you love the most? She's going to say, I love
No,
them all. It's like my
let me answer for
children.
you.
I
Let
love
me
all my
answer.
kids.
Okay, I'll put it
on the
this way.
spot.
I'll
I
put
guess
it-
they fulfill different parts of you.
They do, and
Yeah.
and actually now I think the bigger part of my business is on the content creation side, which I've now turned into a business, which I had not looked at it in that way before.
Yes, you've pivoted.
Yes.
I've seen your
Yeah,
YouTube channel.
exactly. So-
And yes.
So that's where I make money. This is my passion project. I know it will make money someday.
Okay.
But it's not yet making enough for me to really
live
do
on.
anything with. Yeah. to
5
live
years
on.
in.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's a long haul. This is the long game.
But to be fair, because I wasn't concentrating on this business entirely, which is a bad thing,
It's okay.
I think it would have been a lot farther. But it's a side hustle thing, and then you've got 3 side hustles, and you're like, everybody's suffering. So it's 30% here. You can't give 100%
Let's
sometimes.
talk
to
about that,
everything.
because work-life balance is very important.
Yeah.
But also, structuring your time in a way that, you don't drop any one of these babies.
Yeah.
So how do you manage that?
Now, I guess it's taken a lot of learning, because initially I dropped the ball, for instance, on this one, and only picked up this ball towards the end of last year. So I'm very happy with the progress now. But also, after leaving the corporate space, first of all, I realized when you're in the corporate space, 8 to 5 is dictated on how you work. But then when you're on your own, you're like, oops, what am I supposed to do now?
It's
and
true.
you have
It takes
so
more
much,
planning
it takes a lot.
and discipline to say
Exactly.
at 9 I'm doing this.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes,
So
okay.
I've really had to now focus on that, on learning and creating times and having a to-do list.
Do you
And-
set targets? I find it helps to set like this month, these are the targets.
Yeah.
Yeah, quarter 1,
Yeah.
quarter 2, these are the targets. Yes. And even if it's just to write them down.
Exactly.
So I know if I'm succeeding, if I'm
Yeah.
falling behind.
Yeah, mine's usually a money target. So if I'm not getting this from ABC, then I drop it and try something else.
Okay.
Especially on the content side.
Ah.
So if A doesn't work, then I'm like, no, I'm not going to
So on the,
focus on that.
on the product side, I think 2 things I want to ask you. One is access to credit. And then 2, you see, most people just think that I'll have an idea and it'll just take off on its own. But a lot of businesses, I think, fail because you don't even understand you understand your product, but you don't understand the nuts and bolts of running a business.
Yeah.
In terms of
Have I ended
there are
up in debt that way?
No,
Yeah, exactly.
in terms of there are certain systems that need to be put
Yeah.
in place. There are certain processes that need to be followed for you to get your product from point A to point B to
Yeah.
the market, to all these things. And so we just assume that I'll just put something in a bottle and then put it on social media and voila.
Actually,
that's it.
what's a
Yeah.
big mistake you've made in business?
The biggest, I would say, was not understanding how to price a product. So, for instance, I would get this when we started, and I would just look at what the market is offering, and then I'll decide, do I want to go below, do I want to go above? But I wasn't really considering everything that goes into one product, and then deciding what margin do I want as a profit on it.
Right.
Because then that will decide, have I broken even, am I making money, am I even profitable? So what I've learned now along the way is everything. How much does this label cost? I know each and every single price of everything that goes into the product.
As you should.
And
As
even
we
your
should,
and
but
even
I
your
didn't know that in
time,
the beginning.
premises.
Exactly.
Everything.
Um,
Okay.
so we had to learn through an accelerator program that I went through on, proper Excel sheets with every single cost that goes into a product, and then what margin do you want on each product. So that has helped us along the way. But as a business person, initially we all just go by flukes. We're like, yeah, that might work. So for me, my greatest lesson was structures. and processes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's important, yeah.
Okay, so we'll be right back. We have to see what Precious Face looks like. And of course, I want to know how every woman has pivoted, especially this year during COVID. And this one is a TikTok queen. So we're going to learn some dance moves from Nelly. We'll be right back.